What really happened in the Mombasa ODM National Delegates Conference that made the decision to remove Edwin Sifuna from his position as Secretary General? Is it true that it was a last-minute decision? Did you get any inside information at the time that you would like to share?
ODM bigwigs had already made the decision to keep Sifuna, to postpone removing him from his SG position. And indeed, I received a confirmation of this very early in the day, and I relaxed. I knew Sifuna is going nowhere. But there is something which happened towards lunchtime. Bwana Oburu Odinga received a call. And in that call, he did not do much talking. He did a lot of listening. And at the end of the call, Bwana Oburu Odinga looked very disturbed. Now, I want us to carefully note that this call not only tells us a lot of things, but it also enables us to do some very accurate prediction analysis of exactly how this thing is going to end up. Oh, yes. So, who was this call from? I know many of us have already guessed. In my opinion, the real party leader of ODM. Oh, yes.
Any general idea of what the president said to the ODM party leader in this telephone conversation? Surely some of the delegates would have gotten wind of the gist of the telephone conversation.
According to my impeccable source, this is what Oburu was told. Mambo ni mawili. If you don't get rid of Sifuna, all deals are off. In other words, all deals between you and the government. Kwisha maneno. And so that is how things change so quickly, because the time allocated to discussing discipline at this NEC meeting was only 1 hour, but things extended for 7 hours.
Why did the deliberations to remove Sifuna take so long? Why did it take 7 hours to make just one decision?
That, of course, tells you there was resistance. There were many people there who were saying, no, there is no way you can get rid of Sifuna, etc., etc. And it is clear that the powerful at that meeting overcame the majority in getting this decision through.
Do we know any prominent politicians who spoke in defense of Sifuna?
Some of the prominent characters that spoke truth to this meeting were people like Ruto Odinga, clearly stating the truth that removing the Secretary General of the party, in fact in such an illegal manner, was not only the wrong thing to do, but it would have devastating consequences on the future of the party that Raila Odinga built from scratch.
What is the immediate political impact of removing Sifuna that we should expect? Maybe you can also talk about the long-term effects of this move.
Now, I've seen some analysts trying to say that this is the end of Edwin Sifuna. The mistakes that Edwin Sifuna made that ended his political career, etc., etc. Excuse me? Are you serious? Because politically speaking, it is the exact opposite. The chain of events that led to people giving Sifuna absolute political power in the country called Kenya. Oh, yes. This seems to be a repeat of what people did, indeed some of the same people, to Rigathi Gachagua, and lifted him overnight from a nobody politically into a major political force in the country. Remember that? I mean, in retrospect, there is absolutely no doubt that the impeachment of Gachagua has made him shine. It has perched him right at the top of Kenyan politics, whether you like the man or not. That is just the political reality. And very clearly, this is exactly what is happening to Bwana Sifuna. He's being lifted up juu kabisa in Kenyan politics. Indeed, on his social media page, I believe on the forum which used to be called Twitter, the Nairobi senator announced a Linda Mwananchi mega rally in Kitengela this Sunday. Let's cut to the chase here. Any seat which Sifuna wants, any seat, Nairobi senator, Nairobi governor, even president of the Republic of Kenya, some people have just completed 90% of his campaign. Now he just needs to put in 10% to win some of the most serious seats. And he needs to do nothing to win some other seats. Oh yes, that one you cannot ignore. The power, the political power of Edwin Sifuna.
Does the prospect of President Ruto getting re-elected improve or worsen with this Sifuna drama?
You know, the venom against the current regime, the venom against the UDA presidential candidate. You know, I just sit down sometimes and I wonder, what are these people really trying to do? It is so obvious. You can even feel it in the air. Why are these people not seeing the clear writing on the wall? Why are they ignoring it? Pretending they can still win an election. Pretending that they can rig themselves back and win an election and nothing will happen. Huh? Please correct me if I'm the only person who is looking at it like this. Please, in the comments area below. I love being corrected. Correct me if I'm not seeing this thing right. Hey, this is crazy. In my opinion, this is not politics. This UDA campaign, this insisting on talking to people who do not want to listen to you, on people who do not want you, and you're still insisting. This is not politics. It is something else. I have never seen it in my entire life. And I can assure you, this is not politics. It is something else. Because vile kunaendanga in politics, people like you, people love you, people like what you can do for them, and then they elect you. That is how it goes in politics. Kunaendanga hivyo. But what we have here is not that. It is a situation where people want you gone yesterday, and you're still insisting. You're still campaigning. You're still going to rallies where you need strong, heavy security from the people you're expecting to vote for you.
What is the real motive of the powerful people causing so much damage to the ODM party? Do they want to destroy the party? Or are they just inexperienced in politics?
Many people believe that these moves which have been made within ODM are accidental, and that the real people behind these moves do not know the consequences of what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing. Well, I beg to differ. I have lots of reasons to believe that they know exactly what they're doing. They are burying the ODM party. How will that help them? It will help them because they need the shell, the ODM shell. What is left of the ODM party, Kwisha Maneno, they need that for perception purposes, so that when they rig the election, they will say the votes came from ODM people. The votes were inherited from the late Raila. Those are Raila votes, which won somebody the presidential election. I believe that is the whole motive here. Because, think about it, a strong ODM will not want to be part of the broad-based government. That is very obvious. A strong ODM, therefore, will be of no use to the incumbent. But what will be very useful to the incumbent is the shell, with smoke still coming out. The shell of what once used to be ODM. Because that can easily be used in a rigging scheme to tell Kenyans and to tell the world, huyu mtu ali-inherit votes za baba. All ODM votes went to him. And that is why he won the presidential elections. Hey, hey, will that one work? In my honest opinion, no, it will never work. But let us wait and see. Eh? I don't think we'll have to wait for long. Let us wait and see if it is going to work. Yeah, this thing which is not politics, it is something else.
You said you wanted to say something about this sponsor, who has given more access to the paid content on your channel.
That there is this issue of a brand new sponsor. Eh? You know, I had a problem with this one because the person who advises me on finances told me, no, Chris, don't do it. Umesahau wewe ndio umekuwa ukilia pesa hapa. My response, kusahau hiyo inaweza kuwa serious. But there is something else that is much more serious for me to forget. The reason why this channel exists in the first place. The whole objective behind this channel, for a better Kenya, to do only things that can stand the test of time. Anyway, I will not dwell on the reasons why this man was so alarmed. But accountants and finance people will understand very clearly why this man was telling me, no, stop. And so a brand new sponsor has stepped in. You know, I have been blessed with people who are very serious about what we're trying to do here. And this brand new sponsor has said, until midnight tomorrow, the 13th of February, he will sponsor those who missed the early opportunity to get the golden key. That means everything and anything Kumekucha free, completely free, forever. A permanent golden key. And all you have to do is come up with that token, 999 Kenya shillings, 999, and you'll have a permanent golden key. Special offers aside, the real value of this golden key is at least 10K. And so if you missed the early opportunity, maybe the news got to you too late, whatever, yeah, please don't lose this golden opportunity to get the golden key, the Kumekucha golden key. You can see details on your screens right now. All you have to do is to M-Pesa 999 to our usual number. And then very important, don't forget to text me your email address immediately after payment. Yeah, either text it to the same number 0701 333 112 or send me a blank email with the payment information. And I will quickly give you the golden key, which will give you access to all the highly sensitive special reports that have been published so far. And this is crazy information. How General Gola was assassinated, how Raila was finished, Farouk Kibet secrets you have never had anywhere else, guaranteed, and a lot of other highly sensitive information, including how they finished off Njirongo and who was at the scene. That one you'll not believe. Hey, who was at the scene of the fake head-on collision with the climax bus? There is a lot of highly sensitive information here, which you'll receive immediately. Pop! You get this golden key that has been very generously sponsored by somebody. Please do not allow this opportunity to slip away. Grab it with your two hands.